Any liquid with this fluorescent look certainly can't be good for my health.
Hey Jay Eats.
Welcome back, snacky friends, to another Hey Jay Eats, where today we're gonna look at Faygo. Why Faygo? Honestly, I've never heard of Faygo before today, and I figured maybe some of you have not heard of it either. A friend of mine has given me some of these bottles, and they say, you gotta try some Faygo, you gotta try these different bottles. And I was like, what is so special about this drink? Why have I never heard of it? What country is it from? It must be from some rare, exotic country I've never heard of. So I looked it up and found out Faygo is actually from Detroit, which is not that far from me. I grew up next to Detroit on the Canadian side. And so I was like, how have I never heard of this drink? Where has it been my whole life? And honestly, I don't know why, but it turns out that this company is over 100 years old. So they're probably suffering really bad in the marketing department. And up until the late 50s, they were actually not able to export Faygo outside of Detroit because it had a very poor shelf life. Now, why did it have a poor shelf life? I don't know. Probably because it lacked some kind of stuff that you have to put in soda to make it stay longer, apparently. Anyways, they solved it in the late 50s, which let them put these things out on shelves. It's been out in my shelf for far too long in my kitchen, but I figured soda doesn't go bad. Oh, another thing about Faygo that's fun fact is they've been credited with the twist cap. They're one of the first companies to be credited with creating a twist cap on soda. And okay, now this I'm going to call BS on. They are also credited with calling it pop because apparently when you untwist, it pops, which is where the pop sound, not the pop sound, the pop name comes from. I'm going to call BS on that because if you've ever done a twisty, it doesn't go pop. It goes... That one didn't even do anything. That's very sad, but usually it goes... Tss. Anyways, enough about me, enough about my stories. What is this all about? So Faygo, I got three flavors here. There are far more available out there. They have over 50 flavors over the last century. This one here is called... I am definitely worried that this did not fizz, and after learning that these things had a poor shelf life over 50 years ago, maybe they never actually figured out how to make them last longer, and this is going to taste really bad. Well, cheers. Let's see what Faygo tastes like. So does soda go flat? It had a very poor shelf life. This has no fizz left in it. So I don't think they properly solved the problem of figuring out how not to put fizz. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to have more fizz in it, and this one does not. Now, it's been in my cupboards for maybe a year. I haven't done some Hey Jay Eats in a while. But it's very unfortunate because this tastes like flat Sprite, which means these probably will taste like flat Sprite. That is very sad. We're going to have to do a follow-up Faygo episode. Oh, this is going to be a very sad episode. Yeah, all of this stuff I think went flat. Oh my, that smells very strong of cotton candy. It's actually a nice nostalgic smell. I like the smell. Oh my goodness. These have all fallen flat. I am so sorry. I'm not reviewing these properly. That is actually quite tasty. It tastes exactly like cotton candy in a really satisfying way. It's not like, it doesn't taste like chemical. Although it looks like antifreeze, it doesn't taste like antifreeze. But also, I want one of these with the fizziness in it because this would be probably very satisfying with some fizziness. I'm going to call, they didn't solve their shelf life problem after all, because I've never had a problem with a Coke on a shelf for many years. All right, last one, the pineapple. Did it keep its fizziness? It had a very poor shelf life. This is probably going to taste like pineapple juice. Yep, tastes like watered down pineapple juice. Well then, that is a very big disappointment. I don't know if I'm going to release this video or if we're going to go get some fresh Faygo to do this with and come back and actually film it properly. But otherwise, that's what flat Faygo tastes like. That's what happens when you export Faygo outside of the city pre-1959. It just tastes like really sad soda. If you've had Faygo in your neighborhood, or if you've tried Faygo in your life, let me know what your Faygo experiences are and what your favorite flavor is. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video, and until then, keep it snacky.